college a waste of money? Hello everybody, my name's John Dornoff. This is a dawn of better life for you, your career, and your business. I'm here to help you succeed and grow. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll get all the videos. On Mondays we post on personal growth, on Wednesdays we post on career growth, and on Fridays we post on business growth. Today we're talking about college. Is it a waste of money? Unfortunately, there really is not a real easy answer. I know there's lots of memes out there that show, oh, this person who didn't go to college, just did an apprenticeship, is turning off the power of somebody that went to college and got some worthless degree. Well, of course, like most memes, it's kind of over-exaggeration of what the true facts are. Yes, there's opportunities there, but there's also opportunities if you go to school. But let's talk about it. There's lots of scenarios, and you have to decide which one is right for you. Now, this is coming from somebody who does have a master's degree. The question is, would I get to go back and if I could redo it, would I have done it? And that is something I really can't answer right now. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. But let's talk about some scenarios so you can decide what's best for you. Now, if there's a certain field you want to go into, it may require a degree. Some I can think of as architecture, civil engineering, certified public accountants, that kind of financial. Certain things just require a degree. So if you want to go into one of those fields, you have to go to college. The question is, do you just get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree? Once again, that may depend on many factors. For example, when I was going for my master's degree, I was living in the Pacific Northwest. At that time, the Pacific Northwest, because it graduated so many people, there was a lot of people for jobs and not that many jobs. Therefore, the requirements to get a job were much higher. Yeah, when I got the job, I actually got a job in the Midwest. Well, guess what? In the Midwest, they didn't require a degree, or at least a master's degree. You could have been fine with a bachelor's. So it could depend on what area you're living in. If you're living in an area with a lot, where there's a lot of people looking for jobs, and not as many jobs out there, their requirements are going to be higher. I mean, this can go for any, depending on the economic situation. Now, we don't know what the economy is going to be like in 6 to 12 months. Or matter of fact, we don't even know what it could be like tomorrow, the way things are going. But depending on where you live, the economy could be different from different areas. I know at one point after the Great Recession, there was areas where Starbucks, they required you to have a degree to be a barista at Starbucks. Why? Because there was enough people looking for jobs that they could be so picky that they could require a degree. So things, it depends on what period of time it is. Another thing to think about, and we've discussed this before, is to make sure that you know the field you want to go into. It's not always easy, because sometimes you'll get into that field and find out it's a lot different than you thought it would be. This is where networking comes in. This is where going and talking to people that work in the industry. But even once, you talk to those people, sometimes you find out it's not quite different for your personal experience than it was for you. I know one person who probably less than 5 years ago, got a degree, looked for a job for about a year, finally found one in the field he got his degree. In a year, he left the job and went to a totally different occupation. Why? Because when he got into the industry, he found out it wasn't for him. This can happen to anybody. But the more research you do, hopefully, you won't have that issue. Also, when you're talking about networking, you can talk to people and maybe you can find an in another way by, maybe they can hire you at a lower level. Yes, you're going to make less money, but once they see what a great job you do, after a couple of years, you might actually end up doing better because if you're a hard worker. This is up, a lot of it depends too what kind of worker you are in the company and how open they are. But here is, this is just scenarios to help you make a decision. What's best for you? Only you get to determine it. Is college a waste of money? Not if it takes you to the path you want to be. However, if it takes you in the wrong direction and you find out that things are not the way you want it to be, then it was a waste of money. So what's the best decision for you? That's something you need to decide. But you can do it. Just make sure to do that research. I hope you enjoyed this video, that you learned something from this video. Like I said, every Wednesday we post a video that talks about career growth and where you want to go with your life. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.